Hey everybody, how are you? Rick here with Hit and Run Candlesticks. It's Thursday, March 11th, 2021. The market closed about 17 minutes ago. I've got some charts I want to look at that we're updating on our watch list. One of them we're in, I believe. Yeah, one we're long in already. We took some great profits today on some charts. So we'll look at some new charts, adding to the watch list anyway. And then I want to talk about the SPY just a little. After I'm finished, a little bit later on this video, it won't be too long. Video shouldn't be more than 20 minutes long. I'll try to make it less than that, in fact. I'm going to talk a little bit about that computer giveaway that we're doing. Hit Run Candlesticks and Right Way Options. We're giving a computer away, and I'll talk about that in just a little bit. Right now, let's take a look at the market here. Looking at the here we are, daily chart. Here we go. So what a great run that we had in the SPY here. Absolutely wonderful. Man, we've run up really, really good here. We broke out. Now, this is not what I consider a breakout. Price actually went up. But for me, in my little trading world, my little pea brain, to me, a breakout would be something like this, where we get up there and we stay. We didn't stay, so I don't consider that a real breakout. But we did poke through. Let's see what happens. We've got a shooting star up here, a nice long wick after a big run. Honestly, I'm kind of looking for a lower low tomorrow. Now, I have no idea where we're going to close. I couldn't even begin to predict where we're going to close. I don't want to do that. But looking at the candlesticks here, looking at the chart patterns and everything, I just feel like we're a little bit high. I feel like we have this long wick up here, so maybe a little bit of a lower low. I even bought a couple SPY puts going into the close, looking for just maybe an overnight trade moving down here. If I look at a 3-bar chart, you can clearly see in a 3-bar chart an evening star setup, and this certainly might be pointing to a bit of a low tomorrow. And again, those SPY puts just may be an overnight trade. So we'll see what happens here, okay? But by golly, man, that's a bullish chart. Nice and bullish here. Nice little trend up, doing well. Great bounce off the 50-period moving average there. Let's take a look at FNGU. I follow this chart an awful lot. And really, whether you're looking at the Qs or this one, we're kind of looking at the same one, sort of. Kind of. I think the Qs actually look a tad better. In fact, why don't we do that? Why don't we just look at the Qs? There we go. Qs look a tad better. Let's get rid of that. So I only say a tad better because here's our downtrend line, and we actually closed over the downtrend line on the Qs, where on FNGU, the FANG stocks, we did not. So this is what makes the Qs look a little better. We came right up to the 50-period moving average, 4 bars up, actually 5 if you want to count that hammer there, moving up here. So might need a little rest, maybe. We get over the 50, though, and I'll be pretty darn happy. A possible chart pattern that could be developing, I say just possible, is an inverted head and shoulders. So if we come back and we do a little bit of a test, something like that, and then we start moving up, well, right through here, let's do this. This would be your shoulder here, this would be your head, and this would be your other shoulder right in here. So we'll keep an eye on that. Now, we are also set up for a blue ice failure up here. So really, it's going to be important what happens in this area. And tomorrow's Friday. I'm not sure I would put all my eggs into a Friday. So we'll be watching this tomorrow, but we'll certainly be watching it next week. Are we going to show positive strength above the 50-period moving average, or are we going to show weakness below and actually continue that trend to the downside? So we'll certainly keep an eye on that. Keep you posted. All right, let's take a look at a few charts. Let's start with ACB here. There's actually ACB, what is it, Telray and CGC are on the list today. 3 of them. They all look great, okay? I mean, to me, they all look really good. So I think pot stocks were kind of hot today. And in fact, I think I posted that in social media. Keep an eye on pot stocks. Or was that yesterday? Well, I'll tell you, getting old. Whew, can't remember everything. It was either yesterday or today I posted that. I think it was yesterday. Yesterday I posted that. And today they got hot. Yesterday they got lukewarm. And then they got hot today. So anyway, ACB here. We're actually still under the Trendicator. We are. So for those of you that follow the Trendicator or has heard me talk about it, I don't often take trades underneath the Trendicator when it's red. I don't often do that. There are certainly those times I do. We are under the 50-period moving average. What I like about this chart is the weekly chart. Take a look at that weekly chart. That's what I like here. And that weekly chart can be leading us up higher here. We've got a pretty good chart pattern. We can draw it there. Let's just do it like this. Let's do it like that. There we go. So we'll watch this weekly chart. It needs to pop up here a little bit and get going. And I think it'll be easier to watch from the daily. We get over the 50-period moving average, this thing could really start to rock and roll here. So we'll keep an eye on that. Crux is setting up. Crux has come off the 50-period moving average. We've curled up now. We've taken out that downtrend line here. So I think what I'll be looking for is some consolidation. Now, honestly, tomorrow's Friday. I don't do a lot of buying on Friday. I do more selling on Friday. I don't like holding a lot over the weekend. I'm currently in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 positions. 10 positions. So more than likely, I'm not going to be adding positions on. I'll be getting rid of positions. If I did add a position on, I would have to get rid of 2 or 3 positions. No matter what, come Friday night, I want to be less than what I have now. So, but Crux here is setting up, and whether we buy Crux in here tomorrow or next week, that's what we'll be looking for, is just a nice little inside buy on Crux. Weight Watchers might be setting up. Look at that massive candle here. Big engulf, just ate up a whole lot of candles here. And then we had some follow through, and let's move that right there. We also broke out and we rallied up, and you can see we've pulled back and tested it a few times. Great little comeback candle today. So Weight Watchers might be on that list. Here's the weekly chart. I want to point to the weekly chart just so that you can see what's over here on the left, and that would give us some pretty good targets up here. So let's just start with that one. And what are we? Almost 30%. 30% just back to these 2020 highs, I guess. January-ish, December, January highs right over here. So Weight Watchers is looking pretty good. TPR is setting up. We've got the Trendicator is trending. Nice green dots trending up here. You can see let's put this line up right there. We've broken out, and here we've pulled back, and now we're starting to move up again. To me, this is just a great chart, easy chart to trade, a money chart. I love this type of setup right here. Now it's just a matter of of us buying it, I guess. When we're alerted. I always use live trading alerts. I rarely buy anything that does not come up on live trading alerts. So this will be on the watch list, and if it starts to alert us, then we will buy that, whether it's tomorrow or going into next week. American Express here is really shaping up well, very well. So here we've popped up. We put 2 bars in with wicks up here that kept us down. The next day, we just popped up and we rallied up higher the following day. And here we're having a little bit of a rest. And with this rest comes a little bit of basing here, these last 2 candles. This might be setting up for that next move up. Whenever we look at charts, if you, excuse me, look at charts, you see those runs and you see it pull back and then run and then pull back and then run, pull back, run. Those are nice. And that's what we've got here. Just that same, and that's what we're looking for. I mean, here it is right here. Here we're up. Now, in this case, this was not a dip to the downside. This was just simply a consolidation. And we had a little dip here, and then we had the run. So, same chart pattern, just, sometimes it comes in little different flavors, I guess. But anyway, this American Express is looking very, very good here. I like that going higher. BHC ended up with a when I put this on the watch list to talk about the possible watch list to talk about for trade ideas tomorrow. This was just a bullish piercing candle, but as we moved into the close, excuse me, as we moved into the close, it actually pushed higher, and we ended up with a bullish engulf here. This is looking nice. You got to like it when those bulls step in here like that. So I think what we'll be looking for is something like that, and let's just there we go. Somewhere inside this area, we'll look for a buy signal. Our buy signal, for me, a buy signal on something like this could be something as simple as this right here. So maybe we open up and maybe we move down, okay? And then later in the day or at some point during the day, this actually turns around and starts making a new day high. And that's where I'll be alerted on live trading alerts. And that's where I will consider whether I want to buy it or not. I'll be alerted, and then I'll look at the chart and I'll decide if I want to buy it. If I can buy it, like I mentioned earlier, going into tomorrow, I want to be less positions than I have now. So if I buy, say, BHS tomorrow, then I'm going to have to get rid of 2 or 3 minimum in the portfolio because I want less overall going into the weekend. Or we just simply wait for next week. That's all. 3M. Look at 3M setting up here. A little bit of a speed bump we're going to have to get through this breakout. Great 4-bar chart pattern here. Very nice little breakout here, and then a terrific 4-bar chart pattern. This stock looks really good here. So looking for this to move higher. We'll look to be a buyer. Anywhere in here, we'll look to be a buyer. We had a conversation in the trading room today. And one of the things I had said, if you buy a stock, what's the worst thing that happens to you? What is the absolute worst thing that can happen to you? And for me anyway, and this is, I do this an awful lot. I see a chart like this, I buy a chart. And what's the worst thing? Well, if I was to buy it actually right here, just ever so slightly above that high, if I was to buy it right there, let's do this. Right there, and then my stop would be probably right in there. So the worst thing that would happen to me is I would have a 2.9%, less than a 3% loss. Worst thing. I can live with that. I'm going to skip Telray for a minute because I bought that one. I own that, so we'll talk about that one last. We'll look at CGC, and coming up, we'll talk about that giveaway, that computer giveaway. So CGC might be setting up here. We are still in a downtrend. I recognize that, using the Trendicator anyway. We're coming up to the 50-period moving average. We've rolled up pretty well here. This thing starts to break out. I think it's going to be a good buy. We might even look at buying it. Now, like I said, I already own Telray, but I'm not opposed to buying another one. But let's take a look at the weekly chart. That's what I want to look at here. Look at that. A weekly chart is setting up. It's doing exactly what we like. We like charts that rally and pull back and then give us buy signals right there. Here we have a breakout. There's the breakout, and here we have a test. So the weekly is doing absolutely great, okay? Absolutely great. Love it. The daily needs a bit of a breakout, but to me, it looks like it's coming. All right, let's look at Telray. And like I say, I already own this. I bought this yesterday, or maybe I bought it the day before. I'm going to have to, like I said, getting old is forgetful sometimes. So anyway, we own this one. This looks really good here. Let's do this. Whoops. Do this right in here. There we go. So I'm just going to put this downtrend line on this high, and boom, here we go. You can see we've broken out. So now we may look to add to this. If it gave us an inside day, might look to add to it, or maybe add on a breakout. But honestly, I'm really looking to add on an inside day. And then we're looking for that to move higher and make some pretty good money. Well, that's the trade ideas right there. Now, I want to talk really quick about that computer giveaway from Falcon Trading Computers. And here we go. If you go to the home page of the website, you'll see right here, this is the registration. So all you have to do is click on this, and then you go to the registration, and you can sign up to win that. Now, I'm kind of pushing it. It officially does not start till the 15th, but, world's not coming to an end. We'll have the drawing on the 16th of April in the evening. That's a Friday. And we'll have it in the trading room. Well, we'll open it up, and everybody can come in the trading room. You do not need to be present to win. What else? And we'll have all the rules and everything up before the 15th. Maybe even tomorrow we'll have those up. But I just wanted to get this out. If anyone is interested, just simply click on this and register for a chance to win the Falcon computer. And it's a F52 GT. We'll put a link to the actual computer. We'll put a link up for that. And also, it's very customizable. We're even going to give about, I think it's $200 extra if you want to customize it, upgrade a few things. We'll put $200 to it. So anyway, that's it for the day. Again, this is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. If you do get a chance, swing over to the home page of Hit and Run Candlesticks and Right Way Options. There's our home page, and then just scroll down and you can register for that computer. Alrighty, folks, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and we'll see you all hopefully tomorrow in the trading room. Have a great night.